It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gautin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game, because it actually affects the crowd as well? That big roar you get is often muffled when it's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a third-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
You want to talk about a driven player partner? This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and he'll have it by 20 as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the completion.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the 50, it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They will snap it to Rudolph. Look in the middle of the field, he's got him incomplete. Fourth down, no problem. Just a home pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Rudolph's throw held in by Washington. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on the quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. They search for 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Rudolph. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Rudolph. And this one too low.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Rudolph now throwing. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Rudolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short the sticks.
And he will be taken down. A big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now Rudolph on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he's over here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. Pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield, as you mentioned. It's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Right at the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Now it's Rudolph. For left side, caught by the tight end front of you. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rudolph. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous play, it's better than 40 yards total. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rudolph. And this one's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end.
Yeah, his man is caught for a Steelers touchdown. Follow you. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To the air, Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to throw that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away that falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score. Allen hit, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable win, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Rudolph looking to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tyrell Dodson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced down with a third and goal situation. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Paul Freiermuth, beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect play to have to utilize him best when they get in close.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the Bills. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, but both of those units and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Bills.
Here's Cook again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fighting Knox there, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. To throw, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And quickly, they get to the line. Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off, and hopefully put this game away.
Here comes a 1st down throw for Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Rudolph looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. No throw.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's going to get that to his run back out of the backfield. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Rudolph throwing again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To throw is Allen. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Throwing, Allen. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nathan Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And it's caught by Johnson. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rudolph going to look to throw it. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Rudolph now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They will throw it here with Rudolph. Open man downfield is Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 56 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing is Allen on third. A beautiful fake. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.